We are encroaching on 3 years since Lenawee County, Michigan woman Dee Ann Warner disappeared. But despite her husband Dale Warner having been arraigned on her murder in November of 2023, still no body has been found. But this weekend, family and friends and the community are invited to a celebration of life. Tell me about where the idea for this stemmed from.
Yeah, so the family and all of us decided when the death certificate was given to us that it was probably the most cordial time to do a formal funeral, to kind of I guess go down the road of moving on and having closure. I think more importantly, it was closure.
And just kind of speak to the fact that the community is still involved in this case. They've been involved since the very beginning, but now still to this point, people are still voicing their support.
Yeah, I mean, the community, I think Raquel would agree, the community's been fantastic to us. The media has never stopped the coverage. People have constantly responded when we've put anything out. And I think we're getting a big response from the celebration of life, because it's sort of I wouldn't call it an ending, but it's a large event coming closer to an end.
Yeah, it's like a closing of one chapter to go into the next chapter of the process of what we have to go through.
What can people expect at this celebration of life?
Similar to what it would be at a funeral. We want to keep her memory and her spirit alive, and people to talk about who she was as a person, what she did for them, and what impact she had on other people's lives, and keep the positive spirit of her still alive, instead of making her, of what happened to her, we don't want that to be the spotlight at this moment. We want her, who she was as a person, a mom, a grandma, an aunt, a friend, everything she was, to be the spotlight in this event.
I've tried to do our best to separate this off. I kind of moved it into two separate subjects. We have what's coming up this weekend will be really all about in remembrance of Dee and the person that she was, and the wonderful lady she was to so many people and friend. And then we have our Justice for Dee stuff that we've decided to set aside for this weekend and just strictly celebrate Dee, and not talk about all the other stuff with it. Just the celebration of her life.
And it was mentioned that this is a key part of closure, but what do you think is going to be down the road after all is said and done?
Yeah, I think we've talked about some down the road, maybe some domestic violence nonprofit organizations. Just briefly, we'll probably cross that bridge when we get there, when our plates are a little less full. So we have spoke about possibly doing something along the lines, but we have not set anything in stone.
Well, I appreciate you both joining me.
You're very welcome.
No problem.